Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel, TeaToasTnTaroT. We've got the Emperor, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Somebody has stolen something from you. Cups. Someone stolen. Could be a partner. Has stolen money off you and disappeared. Blocked you. Muted you. Blocked you. Unfollowed you. Everything. They've stolen money off you. Partner. Your other half, your partner. You're looking for them now. Obviously, you've become aware the relationship has ended. They've just took your money and disappeared. There you go. Page of Pentacles, Death. They've took your money and disappeared. It's the end of the relationship. Took your money and run. You knew you couldn't trust this person. You knew this night. You knew you couldn't trust them. They were probably pestering for, like a joint account or joint access to the money or money sharing. You've given them access to do this. You give them permission to do this somewhere down the line, and now they've took your money and run. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. You knew. You had a feeling, your intuition was telling you not to do it, but they were controlling, coercive, talked you into it. It could have been money you were both saving to go on holiday, or could be even an engagement wedding, and that's how they've got access to the money. And it was all a scam. They've took your money, they've made a decision, took your money and ran. Gone. You're never going to see them again. The relationship's over. You might still be in two minds, thinking they might come back. They've gone. Gone. Never to return. And I think this reading is that you need to face up to the fact that the money's gone and they're never coming back. And if you were planning to go travelling, or it was for a wedding or travelling, it's over, it's finished, it's gone. They decided to do this. They've been plotting to do this for a while, since the plan come about. I think I'm getting more travelling. Like, you could have come up with a plan, like, for instance, this isn't going to apply to everyone. It could be similar. Let's travel the world. Let's go away for a couple of months. Let's start saving together. We'll put our money in. And you were both putting money in, but you were putting in a lot more than they were. And that's how they've managed to take it and go. Like I say, it could have been for a wedding. It's something you plan to do together with all the best intentions, but they didn't have the best intentions. It was all a plot on their end. Once there was a good few £1,000s in that account, they knew what they were going to do with it. You've got to face up to the fact that they're not coming back. You're never going to see that money again, and you've got to get this person out of your energy. You can't let them back in, not even to discuss what they've done. That's all it'll lead to. More mental anguish, fighting, arguing. You'll never get to the bottom of why they've done it. You've got to face up to the facts and get them out of your mind. Get them off your mind. And it's hard because it's such unanswered questions. You're never going to find out. Even if you did, it'd just be rowing and lies, and it'd make you more angry than anything if you meet up with them again. They're gone. You need to face up to this fact. And it's awful. It's like mental torture. You don't know why they done it. You don't know if they were planning it from the beginning. Well, I'm telling you, they were. So if you see this reading, put your mind at rest. You were planning it all along. You need to move on and forget about what's gone on. Wedding. Like I said, it could have been a wedding plan. They could have took that money and gone off with somebody else. Two-faced, backstabbing. As soon as your back was turned, they were off. They've took this money and they've gone to somebody else. They've took this money and they've gone to somebody else. You've been stabbed in the back. You've been deceived, lied to, cheated on, everything. The Emperor. You thought he was the one, probably. And all this time, 7, 8, they've been plotting and planning to put this into motion, to get all this money together, to go off with somebody else. They've made you look like a fool, and you feel like a fool. There's nothing left in the bank, it's gone. You knew. You had a feeling. You didn't really trust them. You've put a lot of hard work into trusting them. They might have cheated on you early in the relationship, and they worked hard to get the trust back. And this could have been also, let's go abroad, let's get married, let's start saving together. It was all a plan from the start, scheming, and they've schemed it and planned it with somebody else. Just a bit of consolation. The relationship and the cheating, whoever they were with, won't last long. It started on lies and deceit and theft and stealing. What goes around comes around. The relationship they've gone into won't end any better. They haven't moved on to better because that person they were with knew what they were prepared to do to you. So why won't they do it to them? King of Wands. And you knew. I can't say like you manifested what was going to happen, but deep down you knew there was a chance you were going to be deceived by this King of Pentacles somewhere down the line. And they took the opportunity and ran with it. And now they're dancing. I'm just picking up here. They could have gone abroad. You might have contacted the police to try and get your money back, and might be getting told they've got no chance. You've got no chance. And they know that. Stop looking for it. You're never going to get it back. Stop looking for them. You don't want them back. It's just time to sort your head out now. Judgment. What goes around comes around, like I just said. I just told you. You could be devastated right now. They haven't moved on into something better. You just need to forget about them and move on. Let your future start again. Start afresh. Maybe you need to move on. Maybe you're still living somewhere together or close proximity. Move area. Move on. I'm not talking about a small amount of money. I'm talking about thousands of pounds that ran off with your money and somebody else. This is a heavy burden. Two minds. You could be upside down, Your life's been turned upside down. You don't know which way to turn, which way to do, where they've gone, what's happened. Will you see them again? Will you get your money back? No, they've gone. You need to forget about them and move on. Get this person out of your energy, I said. Until you can forget about this person, you can't move on. You need to face facts. This keeps coming up. It's like, if you don't, strong mentality, otherwise you'll be thinking about them every day for months. The quicker you forget about them, the better. I know it's hard now. Like I say, your hands are tied. You didn't know where they've gone, who they're with. Phone the police, report them. Will you get your money back? Will they be coming back? You were left knowing nothing, just hanging. You were just gone. Like that old story where when you went out for a packet of cigarettes and didn't come back. Like that situation. And then you find out the money's gone and everything. They decided, they made a choice, they knew what they were doing, and they've just left you in the lurch. All that money gone, all that money you were looking forward to spending gone, and you are wondering whether you can get it back legally. But looking at these cards, I don't think you can, because it was just a 5-5. 2 5s, 10, key, 2 people. It was your decision. You made the joint thing. You give them access. It's like it's your own fault. It's like suck it up, buttercup. There's no use crying over spilt milk. You just need to forget about them and move on. As harsh as it sounds, start focusing on yourself and move on from this person. Don't let this, what's happened, put you off meeting someone new. Not everyone's the same. You've had a harsh lesson here. Learn from it and don't take your grievances into the next relationship. And lesson learned, don't do it again until you fully trust the person, because like I keep saying, you had a feeling, you had an inkling, you weren't to be trusted, but you went along with it anyway. And like I say, you've been Wheel of Fortune, karma, it's just a little nudge from the universe that the hermit, that you should have trusted your instincts. You knew you should have protected yourself. You knew. You knew they were all for money. Everything they were about, it was all money, money, money with them. Everything was money, money, money. And now, due to that, your world's being turned upside down. You've got to get back on your feet, get a bit of stability back. The minute you're in the dark, you need to clear your mind. You need to accept what's happened and move on. You can't move on while these are on your mind. Like I said, this is just into the future, the Knight of Cups. Don't carry this into the next. I said it's going to take a lot of hard work mentally to either open your mouth or keep it shut. Either way of what's gone on. You literally at the minute don't know which way to turn. Bite the bullet and move on. Concentrate on yourself for a while, get yourself back into shape, financially, emotionally, physically, mentally. And in future, trust your instincts. This saying could have been like a bit of a controlling relationship where you didn't feel like you could speak out, speak freely, speak your mind. You're out of that now. You need to get back to yourself the way you were before you met this person and move on. Fresh start. The justice will come, and the justice is, like I said, once the money's gone, whoever they've gone with, once the money's gone, they'll be gone as well. They'll be on their own. So don't be worrying about that. You may find out. You won't find out now. They're gone. You won't hear, but in the future, you might hear what happened. You see, you might find out what a terrible time, justice, karma, what a terrible time this person had after they done this to you. It's awful, but you've really just got to move on. I keep picking up the mental anguish from it. You were probably helping this person when you probably met them. You were probably their help. You were probably the stronger in the relationship. They could have had issues. That's why they've done it. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. Trust me, they'll regret what they've did for a long time. I'm telling you to get them off your mind. You'll be on their mind for a long time. It's like an energy tide. So you've got to forget about them because they're going to be regretting what they've done to you. So you're going to be on their mind all the time. And this is why it might be hard for you, why I'm picking it up. Get it off your mind, forget about it. You don't want that energy tide, that energy connection, constant thoughts, because you don't want them back. Like I said, once the money's gone, the relationship they've gone into won't last long, and you might not hear from them for a while, but you will find out what's happened. Someone will tell you, or I'm picking up, you might see something on social media. Outpourings, you're going to find out, like I say, from somewhere, social media, messaging, someone's going to tell you what's going on with them. Oh, did you hear about? Guess who I heard about today? That one who ran off with all your money. So you will find out what happened in the relationship they moved on to. And it's not good. There you go. I said once the money was gone, the relationship was over. Now, this is like a soul tie, a soul connection, energy connection. You've got to forget about this person. Once they've gone through the tower, once that money's gone and the relationship they went to ended, like it breaks the energy between you as long as you can forget about them. Then I said, don't carry this baggage into your next relationship. Now here we go, the Empress number 3. Your next relationship could be the one, as long as you can put this all behind you. You'll feel ready. You'll know it's the one. You could be saying quite early on, this is the one I want to marry. This is the one I want to have my children with. As long as you can put the past behind you and not carry it into the next relationship, bear that in mind. And if you do, your next relationship could be wedding, family, children, motherhood. But this has got to be left in the past now. There you go, out in the cold, back of your mind, push it away. Can't keep thinking about it. You cannot keep thinking about it. You've got to move on and move forward. That's what the Queen of Swords is telling you. That's what I'm telling you. I know it's hard. It's hard not knowing. It's the not knowing that's the worst. If you knew, and these cards are telling you, if you knew they took the money to run off with somebody else, you'd forget about it quite quickly. But you can't because you don't know what's happened. They've gone, moved on, took everything, gone. Money, gone. I just keep saying they're off at the moment, having the time of their lives. while you are having, it's like testing the patience of the saints. It's like you're about to explode. Your mind is just, you need to forget about it. Mental anguish, wounded, you're probably clinging on, like I say, last bit of sanity, hanging by a thread. You're not going to ever find out what's happened, but you might find out what happened to them in the future. Put it to bed. Start focusing on yourself. And in future, trust your intuition. I keep saying, you knew there was a chance to do this. Something was telling you something was wrong and there was a chance. When this idea come about putting money together, saving together, both having access to the money, you were putting a lot more in than them. You knew there was a chance. They could have run off with it and leave you heartbroken, but you took the chance and you got stabbed in the back. Now you need to put it all behind you and move on as quickly as possible. Good luck. Take care.